everything gets forgotten one day. For example, I forgot that Model ate my cheeseburger. But anyways, here is the top 10 forgotten things in Roblox Jailbreak. Let's get started. Alright, so the first forgotten thing in Jailbreak is these level bases here. So, what these level bases are is they're just basically bases that you unlock at a certain level. And they've sort of been forgotten for over a year now. Like, no one goes in here other than people that want to find other players in the server. Like, I come in here only to find, like, maybe a friend in the server. But other than that, this place is useless and it is basically forgotten. And there's, like, nothing here. All there is a Lambo and this map, which literally no one goes to anyways. And yeah, it's just locked behind a level as well, making it even more unused. So it's like just really the most useless place in Jailbreak. And hopefully they do something to make this place like get used more. The second forgotten thing in Jailbreak here, it's the boats. No one uses them. So the reason the boats are forgotten is because there's literally no reason to drive a boat. Like, there's nothing to do out here other than just look at the outside of the map, but there's like nothing on the outside of the map other than like grass and stuff, and it's just you could be doing something way better than just waste your time driving around the island here. Like, you could be robbing tons of stores instead, but after a while, robbing stores gets boring, and then this is boring as well, so you sort of, like, leave the game after that, I guess. But yeah, there's, like, no point to be driving a boat unless you want to, like, do some boat racing, but the boat racing game mode is broken right now, if you guys haven't known, so hopefully they fix that game mode. But right now, boats are just a forgotten thing in Jailbreak. And the third forgotten thing in Jailbreak here, it is police robberies, basically. So, what I mean by police robberies is, if the passenger train or the cargo boat spawns, police can collect money from it. So, the passenger train isn't here right now, so I can't show this off. But if the passenger train was here, what I can do as a cop is I can go up to it, and I could basically take the items out of it, just like a criminal. But I don't need to turn it in, I just get the money right away. And I believe you get the same amount as a criminal, so it's a pretty useful system for grinding. But it's just a forgotten feature in Jailbreak. And the way the cargo boat works for cops is you just need to get your rope and you need to get the crates and then drop them in the water. That's how you do it for that robbery. But the cargo boat rewards less money for it, I believe. So that one is like, the passenger train is easier to get the money from. But yeah, it's a really cool feature, but it is sadly a forgotten feature as well. And the fourth forgotten thing in Jailbreak here, it's the little details in the city. So, one detail in the city, there's like this basketball court here. Sadly, it has no use, but it is a really unique thing in the city. I wish you can actually like grab the ball and then throw it in the hoop. That would be cool. But it is a forgotten thing in the city, sadly, just because it has like no use and no one comes here. It's just for decoration, basically. Hopefully they do something with this in the future, because it is a really cool place. But it is forgotten. Another forgotten thing in the city here is the parking garage thing here. So, like, this thing has no use. It's just here for decoration as well. It's just a big empty parking garage. Nothing is like nothing has a use in here. It's just all for looks, I guess. There is a cool ramp at the top, but other than that, there is nothing here, sadly. I wish you could like like there are tons of cars parked here, and you could like break into them and like take money out of them. That'd be pretty cool. But sadly this thing is unused, forgotten, and yeah, it's another forgotten thing in the city. And yeah, it's sad to see all these cool things be forgotten. Now, the 5th forgotten item or whatever in Jailbreak is the binoculars and the flashlight here. No one uses them. As you can see, here's the flashlight. It's a cool item, but here's the thing. Nighttime is not dark at all, making the flashlight completely useless. So basically that makes the flashlight unused, like you won't need it. So that's why people forgot about the flashlight and it's never used anymore. And the binoculars here, lots of people would be using it, but sadly when you use it, this is what happens. So it's just a broken item basically, but if you do go into first person, you can see, but all you see is your binoculars there. So it is broken a lot, like really broken, making the binoculars forgotten as well. And also, if you try to like unequip it, like if you click this to unequip it, it gets you stuck in this mode. So it sort of stinks. I hope they fix it soon so this thing actually has a use. But yeah, it's just, these things are just forgotten items, really. No one uses them. And hopefully they fix these things so that they have a use. And the 6th forgotten thing in Jailbreak here, it's the cargo plane robbery. This thing used to be the most popular robbery in the game, but sadly, Asimo and Batsy nerfed the cash, making no one rob it. And then people forgot about this robbery, and now it's just a thing that flies across the sky, and a thing that makes your game, like, freeze, and make you think that your game crashed. So, it's just a forgotten thing in the game. But it is a really cool robbery. As you can see, I could be on the top of it, and I can open this door. Then I can, like, grab a crate. Then, what you can do is you can, like, open the door and then fly out. I won't do that yet, but the reason this thing is forgotten is the cash is just horrible. It rewards, I believe, 4,000 cash, making it worse than the jewelry store. So it's just not worth your time because this robbery does take a while to do. So it's like, why would I spend like 5 minutes in a plane just for $4,000? Like, you can maybe spend like under a minute robbing the jewelry store and you get like $5,000. Like, it's not worth your time if you want quick money. Well, it's a cool robbery, so if you want like cool experience, that's a good robbery, but it's just a forgotten thing because of the money. And if they do buff the money, I believe people will start robbing it a lot more. And the 7th forgotten thing in Jailbreak here is the Drawbridge. This thing is a really unique building in Jailbreak, but sadly it is like forgotten. The bridge itself isn't forgotten, but the cool feature about it is forgotten. Like, I'll just quickly show you that feature quick. So, if you grab like a cruiser or a private ship, you can go up to it and the drawbridge will open, as you can see there. It breaks apart and then you can like drive under it. This feature is the best for the pirate ship, so you can bring your pirate ship in here and like dock it at the port here. But yeah, it's just a forgotten feature with the drawbridge, sadly. It is a really unique feature, but if the boats are forgotten, then this feature is forgotten as well. And while we're here, the 8th forgotten thing in Jailbreak here is the port. Why is this place forgotten? Well, if the cargo plane is forgotten, then this place is forgotten, because this is where you turn in your cargo plane money. And if you're never robbing the cargo plane, then why would you be here? The only time you'd find yourself here is the time you're buying the raid. But other than that, you're never here. Like, you can join a server, you can come here, and you'll never see a guy just walking around here, looking for something cool. The only really place that people would actually use here is this little turn-in place, but this is just a small little building in the middle of this thing, so it's just, this entire port is here for nothing. Unless you are robbing the cargo plane a lot, then you will find yourself here a lot more. But other than that, this place is just a forgotten building in the middle of the map. And the 9th forgotten thing in Jailbreak here is the planes. Like, no one uses the planes. You can go into many servers and you will never see someone just flying around in a plane. Unless you're really bored and you don't know what to do. But if you're that bored, you would probably play a different game, right? But yeah, these planes, no one uses them. They're just a forgotten thing in the game. And I think I know why. It's just because you can't spawn them, and they're just on the corner of the map that no one comes to. It's sad. Like, if the planes were by the city, you'd see lots of people using them, but sadly, they're on a really unused corner of the map, making them really, like, forgotten and never used, so that's why you never see anyone using the planes, if you're wondering. But these planes are really cool. Hopefully they do something to them that makes them get used more, but right now, they aren't looking so good, and really, no one ever uses them. And now, the 10th and final forgotten thing in Jailbreak here is the racetrack. So, the start of this track is right here. It's just 3 flagpoles here. And yeah, what you do is you either get a friend or someone else in the server. They go here, and then they, like, you race each other. Originally, people thought that this would turn into a game mode and you would, like, race the entire server. But sadly, that isn't in the game yet, and hopefully it will come to the game. But Asimo saying that game modes might get removed makes me think that that will never happen, sadly. But anyways, the track for this racetrack is, like, you start here, and you just follow these flags here. So there is one there, and there's just tons scattered along the map. I'll just quickly drive through the entire track. It's a really good, like, thing if you want to look around the Jailbreak map, but people just don't know what these flags are for, sadly. Hopefully this thing does turn into a game mode, though, and you can, like, race the entire server. That would be very cool, and I would like to see that in Jailbreak. I think everyone else would. But anyways, you just drive here. Hopefully they, like, change up the track every once in a while, so you need to, like, find the new track every update, and it would be something new for the track, so it wouldn't get boring after a while. So you just keep going along here over the bridge, and then you come up here, and then this is where it gets confusing for me, and this is where I don't understand what to do anymore. So you come up here, you go around the mountain. You may think that, okay, that's simple, but once you get around here and you go back, you just don't know where to go. You're like, do I go that way or do I go that way, like, back? Because if you go this way, there's no more flags, so I'm sort of confused which way you go. But anyways, this thing is just a forgotten, like, thing in Jailbreak, and hopefully Simo and Bad CC do something to make it, like, useful, because right now it's just flags put all over the map with no use. So I don't even know why they put it in the game if they weren't gonna do anything with it. So hopefully they either remove it or they make it useful. But that's about it for this video. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Plus, we're trying to get to 1,000. Every sub helps. And also, like the video. We're trying to get like 15 likes, and if we don't, I cry. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next video, and I just broke my back. See ya later, I don't know.